Right? Because he in what kingdom he in? He in the Edomite kingdom, the so-called white man's kingdom. We say, there shall the eagles be gathered together. So now, knowing at least what it is that they knew from what they had to go by, which is the law and the prophets, go to Obadiah. And read verse 1, that's right after Amos, book of Obadiah. Read verse 1, it says, the vision of Obadiah. Thus said the Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob concerning Edom. Okay. So the book of Obadiah got 21 verses that's talking about Edom, the so-called white people, or the Caucasian race. Indigenous, mind you. Listen to what it says in verse 4. It's concerning Edom. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle. You see here? And though thou set thy nest among the stars, that nest is somewhere that the birds have for their habitation. That's why they got that space station up in the sky. Though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, said the Most High. So that's when they start coming down. So you're going to bring them down. You say going to be as hail going into the pit. So now, that's clear. Wherever the eagles, listen what it says. Where the eagles be, where the body is, the eagles will be gathered together. Where the body is, the body of a Mashiach Yahushua. That's why I tell y'all, when you look at all of these things that's combined together with these precepts, you understand more and more and more of how and why this is going to go down. But you won't understand it if you don't understand the precepts. Look, go back to Luke 17:37. And he answered and said unto him, where, master? Where, Mashiach Yahushua? I said, where is this going to happen? And he said unto them, wheresoever the body is, because we in North, Central, and South America, majority, but we scatter among all nations. But he said, wherever the body is, wherever we are, as the children of Israel, because we the body of a Mashiach Yahushua, thither will the eagles be gathered together. You better understand what he's saying. Say, there will the eagles be gathered together. Revelations 12 and 17. You've heard it before, you're going to hear it again because it's right here. And the dragon, who is the beast, who is the serpent, who is the devil, who is Satan, who is Esau, was wroth with the woman. Who is this woman? Children of Israel. And went to make war with the remnant of her seed. So it's going to be a remnant that's going to be left of the seed of the children of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel. Who is this? Remnant of her seed, of Israel's seed, which keep the commandments of the Most High and have the testimony of Mashiach Yahushua. So everybody not keeping the commandments of the Most High. A lot of you taught you don't have to keep the commandments of the Most High. But oh yeah, you're going to realize it. That's why I say, wherever the body is, there will the eagles be gathered together. You asking where? That's where. And that's what they're going to be doing. That's why we got to be in this to win it, and not faking and shaking and acting like you don't know what time it is. You talked about it also in Matthew, the 24th chapter, in the 3rd verse, starting at the 3rd verse. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came to him privately, by themselves, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming? And you know he's coming back. And of the end of the world. So I see the end of the world and I went to Second Ezra in the Apocrypha 6 and 9. And it says, for Esau is the end of the world. So you know what? Esau would have to be ruling when? At the end of the world. For Esau is the end of the world. And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. That's why we got next, the children of Israel. Those that are going to be redeemed of the 1/3. That's part of the 1/3 of the 12 tribes of Israel. So now, going back to Matthew 24 and 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, hold this because we're going to be coming back here. The disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming, sign of your coming to Mushy, and of the end of the world? So we know that Esau is going to be ruling when? At the end of the world, and Jacob's the beginning of that follower. And Mushy answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. Don't let nobody fool you. But your mind's already been polluted. That's why your brains ain't washed. Your brains, most people's brains been polluted. And the Mushy answered and said to them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Mashiach. I am the Messiah. And shall deceive many. See? Like, what has Christ in it? Christian. See? Deceive many. To teach you that you ain't got to follow the Most High. If you're not teaching the Most High, gave us laws as the Israelites, you ain't teaching that we are the Israelites. You teaching that everybody, this is talking to everybody. This book ain't talking to everybody. This is our book. Children of Israel. We just went, Most High gave what? Obadiah, you talk about Obadiah, they told the prophet Obadiah gave Esau what? 21 verses. That's it. That's it. That's it. The whole Bible. 21 verses. That's it. He's still talking about Israel within all these books. All of them is pertaining to how they dealt with us, the Israelites, you see, and the judgment that's coming to all these nations for how they dealt with the children of Israel. And many of them came and said they're Mashiach, they're the Messiah. You know, Yahweh ben Yahweh, Ben Ami, you got the Haley's Comet, you got Jim Jones, all these different ones that have come forth and say they the Messiah, they the way. Mashiach say he the way, but they told people that they're the way. So like we have all these religions saying that they're the way. This ain't a religion. This is a way of life. You see, this is our culture. We coming back to our culture, who we are, our inheritance that's prepared for us, the 12 tribes of Israel. It says, and you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars all over the world. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. That's why you see, I seen footage, man, where they dropped the bombs on the Vietnamese, man. They had babies, man. They was carrying in their arms. The skin was just the top layer of skin was just off of them where they've been burned and so forth. They carrying their babies. They got skin falling off their feet and off their back. Just no skin. They standing strong. Just they pouring water on them and everything. I'm like, man, that's unbelievable. I'm talking about, you see the white, you know, you got that skin underneath there like your palm of your hand, the skin is off there, the brown skin is off their body, and it's just pillow, just hanging off of their bodies from the bombs that they dropped on them. War. Rumors of war say, see that ye be not troubled. It says, for nation shall rise against nation, verse 7, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, that's food shortages, and pestilence, diseases, and earthquakes. Where? In diverse places, different places. And we see earthquakes everywhere now. A lot of places, I mean, you talking about California, you better look at where you at. In a big earthquake in New York, Ohio, down south, everywhere. You name it. They say they shake it in Texas a lot. Y'all talking about California, you better be worried about where you at yourself. It said earthquakes in diverse places, different places, not just in one place, in different places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. See? Sound like no love to me. Happiness and joy. See, these are the beginning of sorrows. Verse 11. And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. That's the pork chop eating preachers. And those that are Israelites that are deceiving people and not believing in the Mushy or whatever doctrine that you believing in, that you push it on people and having the people not love Jacob. That's a false prophet. When you're teaching your people not to love their own people that the Most High love, that's a false prophet. Most High said he loved Jacob. They don't want to give no mercy and grace to our people. So in other words, you just stepped in the seat of the Most High. You better hear what I'm saying. You just stepped in the seat of the Most High, and there's no mercy and grace. When the Most High gave mercy and grace to Israel. See, I'll have mercy on Jacob, and yet choose Israel. That's what the Most High said. So who are we not to have mercy and grace on each other? With the Most High giving mercy and grace. Like I say, some of you don't even know who you're dealing with. You think you know, but you better think again. You don't really know. You don't really know the love that the Most High has for us. You don't know how the Most High sending those here to bring this in these last days, to bring forth this truth to our people, to wake them up before he bring that judgment on. Or destruction. That's why I'm talking about destruction. But you want to hear or forbear, you better hear what he's saying. This ain't no joke, y'all. Verse 23. If any man shall say to you, lo, here is Mashiach, over here. Or there's Mashiach. Believe it not. Anybody claiming they the Messiah, they the anointed, don't believe it. How they read this and teach this, they must don't read this. All you that claim to be the Messiah, or have claimed to be the Messiah, y'all can't read this. He said, then if any man shall say to you, lo, here is Mashiach, or there is Mashiach. He said, believe it not. For there shall arise false Mashiachim and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. See? Behold, I have told you before. If it were possible, they may fool the very elect. So a whole lot of things that went down that I've seen in my lifetime, but I wasn't fooled by it. I wasn't fooled by it at all. I wasn't moved by it. It didn't move me one way or another. I'm going to keep going straight. And the way the Spirit is showing me go straight, the way that's going to lead to the kingdom. And all that I have, I'm going to give to those that have an ear to hear that the Spirit is brought to allow you to go straight to the kingdom. You got to hear what he's saying, though. And people talking about they Mashiach, or they the Mashiach, or they the anointed. And some people do it real sly, real slick like, right? But they still, because people, anytime somebody say they exalt man, then you know that that's anti-Mashiach. You see? The last I read, go to John 12 and 32. It was the Most High's ordained. This ain't about no man that we see in the flesh here. John 12, 32. And I, this is Mashiach Yahushua speaking. He said, if I be lifted up from the earth, and he was lifted up in a chariot, in a cloud. Acts 1 and 9. shall draw all men unto me. What he said. So he's going to draw all men unto him. That's why 1 Corinthians 3:23 says, ye are Mashiachim. And Mashiach is the Most High. So that's what we are. We always been dealing with Mashiach. As an angel, we dealing with in the flesh, and now in these last days, who we dealing with? Back to him. Always. We never dealt with directly with the Most High. Nobody ever seen the Most High, dealt with him. See, that's why we got to really look at this. So you can draw all men unto him. And hopefully we fit in to this scripture in John 15 and 16. It says, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, and ordained you, that ye should go forth. You should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father by Shema Mashiach Yahushua, he may give it to you. And hopefully the most important fruit, because you know some people be like, they look at that and like, okay, you're my fruit. Because you want to taught someone and they come around and start learning from you. You can understand this, overstand this point. We Mashiach. He said, if I be lifted up from the earth, I'm going to draw all men unto me, not to no man. You ain't Mashiach. Remember we just talked about, he just talked about that. Many shall come and say that they're Mashiach. So if you taking the place of Mashiach, then you saying that you Mashiach. And how's he going to be lifted up? How's he going to be exalted? Most High is highly exalted and gave him a name above every name, not your name. This the fruit you better be bringing forth. Galatians 5:22. But the fruit of the Spirit, see, if you ain't spiritual, you can't understand this. Is first and foremost, it is love, joy, peace, long suffering. Long suffering, you gotta have mercy and grace. You gotta give your people mercy and grace to be long suffering. Gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, which is humility, temperance, take time. Against such there is no law. See? Because you're going to be love is keeping of the commandments. You're going to be doing what's right and serving the Most High and serving each other. Going to bring joy. He's going to bring joy in that peace. The peace you want is the peace that Mashiach Yahushua said he's going to get it. Most people don't even know nothing about it because they can't go into this peace. You can't go into this peace. It's a special peace. A lot of you run around here don't know how to have this peace because you ain't sought it. Look, St. John 14:27. This is what he promised us. He said, peace. This is the ultimate peace. Peace I leave with you. My peace. Just the peace he talked about. The peace of a Mashiach Yahushua. I give unto you. Not as the world giveth, not as you can get from your wife, not as you can get from your husband or your children or any of your family members or whoever it is that you're dealing with. Not as the world giveth, saying a certain kind of peace he's talking about. Not the peace as the world will give you. Give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled. Don't let your mind be troubled, neither let it be afraid. See? So, when you look at St. John 15:26, Mashiach Yahushua said, hey, if I be lifted up from the earth, will draw all men unto me, not to no man, or not to no woman. St. John 15:26. But But when the Comforter,